Should have started this out with a oh, bonjour. Comment ça va? I feel very French in this outfit, or it just looks like something I would imagine a classy French lady might wear. I don't know. I just like the thing, and I don't know. I'm sick today, and it's very early in the morning, so excuse my lack of brain usage. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. This video is about Daryl Dixon, because I feel angry at myself that I put it off so long and had to go through so much with so many people. This is the thing. After this video is done and over with, can we just let this go? Can we get over it and move on? Because I'm so sick of having to defend myself when it comes to Daryl Dixon. I'm tired of it. So, first of all, I'm just going to talk about why I feel about the way that I feel about him, okay? This is why I don't really worry about him, because Daryl has become the golden boy of The Walking Dead. He is on all the merchandise. He is advertised more than anyone else. He's just become this whole other thing almost. And, I mean, you know, kudos to Norman Reedus. Good job, man, because really, that's all him, the fact that he was able to do that. But, you know, and that's great that he was able to have that effect. That's awesome. Since he's become the golden boy of the show, he's a huge cash cow, and they are not going to put their precious cash cow in danger. So, that meaning, they don't ever hurt Daryl, ever. The last time that he was really in any kind of dire situation was in season 2 when he fell down that hill and got an arrow in the side. That's the closest he's been to death this entire time. And I've seen people say, oh, he gets hurt all the time. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. What, are you watching a completely different show than I'm watching? Because I never see Daryl Dixon get hurt. I don't understand why people are like, no, he gets hurt all the time. No, he doesn't. I mean, just in season 4, Rick got shot again and got the crap beat out of him. And, like, all these characters are, all the time, something's happening to them. Daryl? Nah. I know people bring up the Joe thing. Yeah, he got jumped on by a couple of guys. But clearly when he was able to, even though he was getting beaten down by multiple people, he was able to miraculously stand up after Michonne shot the one and handle that like nothing ever happened. Which I just don't understand. Most recently here in season 5, this is another instance where I just don't understand this. Him and Carol were in the ambulance van and they fell off the bridge, right? And they fell off the bridge in that car and then, you know, impact. Carol got out of that thing limping, injured. Daryl got out of that thing walking it off. Just fine. I'm fine, you guys. I'm fine. There's nothing. Nothing was wrong with him. It's like he was totally fine. If Carol got injured, Daryl, nope. Like, they won't take the risk of even hurting him or anything. Like, you know, he's not in any jeopardy of being hurt at all. And before the season started, I was like, oh, Daryl might die. No, he won't. No, he won't. I was stupid to even think that that was a possibility. No, he won't. Of course he won't. There's no way they're going to kill Daryl. No way. And because of that reason, because he is A-okay all the time and nothing bad ever happens to him and all that, I just have grown bored of him. And the way that they went with his storyline, I loved season 1 and 2 Daryl. I loved him back then. But, like, and I understand, you know, I get it, character development, but at the same time, I don't like how they've developed his character. I feel like Daryl is just, like, backpedaling right now, and I don't understand. Like, he's become Rick in season 1, and I'm like, what are you doing? That's gonna get you killed. Like, no. Oh, God. I don't know what they did to him, but I don't like what they did to him. I much preferred him back then. You know, back when he was calling Lori olive oil and telling Dale to crawl out of his ass and stuff. Like, I just feel alright about Daryl. I don't hate him, and I don't dislike him. He's just like, you know, that's how I feel about it. When I see Daryl, I'm like, yep, It's that I have that right. I can feel that way about him. And it doesn't make me any less of a Walking Dead fan. And it doesn't, like, it shouldn't affect that. Because we all have characters that we like and characters that we don't. And I get it, you know, I'm on a platform here where I make videos and talk about it. And of course people are gonna, like, have opinions and whatever, and that's fine. You know, I always say opinions, y'all can have them and you can. But, you know, when people get angry though, and get mad about it, is a whole nother thing, you know. And I don't attack people and get defensive and stuff, because it's a fictional show and it's fictional characters, you know. It's like, why, that's stupid to get angry about that. You know, if you love Daryl, fine, keep on loving Daryl, keep on loving Daryl. There's nothing wrong with that. You can do that. See, I'm not gonna get mad at you about it. You can love Daryl all you want, because you know what, at the end of the day, that doesn't affect me. And it's like, you know, that has no effect on anything that happens to me or anything in my life. If you love Daryl, son, you keep loving Daryl. You keep loving Daryl. There ain't nothing wrong with that. There ain't nothing wrong with that. And there's also nothing wrong with not really feeling any kind of way towards him. If I don't want to worship Daryl Dixon, I don't have to. And that's okay. And it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't make me any less of a fan of the show or anything like that just because I don't. Last time I checked, there's not laws of The Walking Dead. Law number 1, if you don't like Daryl, you're not a fan. No, that's not a thing. And if it is, then somebody point me in the direction to it, because I haven't been aware. I can feel how I want to feel about it, and I'm not going to apologize for that. And the people got mad because I said that I wanted Negan to kill him. You guys, it's a fictional show. People are like thinking that I'm plotting Norman Reedus' demise or something. This is The Walking Dead. It's a show where they're all going to die eventually, okay? Just if you didn't know that already, they're all going to die at some point. Even if it's not by death by a zombie or something, they will die of old age, of sickness, of something. They will all die one day. It's not weird on a show like this to think, oh, how would I like for them to go out, you know? That's just my personal opinion. And like I said in the comments, the chances of that ever happening, unfortunately, are like slim to none. You know, this show won't take that chance with somebody like Daryl. I'm sticking by that. That's how I want him to go, and I'm not going to change my opinion just because it made some people mad and I got some screw yous and whatever. Which was absolutely ridiculous. Like I said, it's a fictional show, people. It's a fictional show with fictional characters. I know I'm not really one to talk about fictional characters, but I don't attack people over them, and I don't get mad at people over them. I'm always open for discussion. But when there is an underlying tone of anger and it's clear that you are mad about it, I'm not for that. You know, if the Daryl thing really, if it really truly upset you and made you think any less of me, which coming out of my mouth sounds even, you know, just as ridiculous as it does in my head. But if it made you upset, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for that to happen. I didn't want for that to happen. You know, I don't want to make you guys upset and angry and all that kind of stuff, because I have a great, like, clan of people around here that are open-minded and great people, and I don't want to make anybody upset to where I lose any of you, because, you know, that's just not what I'm trying to do. And if I upset anybody by what I said about Daryl, whether it be about his death or just in general, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. I didn't mean to make you mad or anything like that. That's not what I was trying to do. It's, you know, it was just me voicing my opinion, and if you don't like that opinion, that's fine. But at the same time, there are ways to deal, you know, there are certain ways to deal with things. And I'm someone that I don't appreciate negativity, and I don't appreciate anger, and I certainly don't want it anywhere around here. So far, we've done really great about that, and I want that to keep going. So, you know, I just, like I said, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt anybody, and I didn't mean to make anybody upset. And, you know, but at the same time, you know, I'm not going to pretend to care about a character when I don't. That's not really fair, you know. We can move on with our lives and not what, because you know what, next week is when the show comes back. So videos like this will be gone and for quite a while. So you don't even have to worry about it anymore. There you go. Yeah. I'll see you next Sunday. I'm Officer Friendly. Over and out.